Hi, this is Vassa Music, and I'm going to show you how I made Night Sky, my first ever solo release. It all started from a good friend of mine, Daniel. We went to school together in high school a good few years back now. We keep in touch, and he's a really good guitarist. We were in a band before. And I asked him, if you got any sort of riffs, just send some. I'll see if I can make a track out of them. Now, he's really good at that, and he sent me a bunch straight away. And this was the first clip he sent me that then became Night Sky. I then went in and edited it a bit, changed it, rearranged it, mixed it in with other instruments, bass lines and drums. You might have noticed that I do things a little bit more unconventionally. I'm using GarageBand as my DAW. It's not something every electronic music producer uses, but I'm just so familiar with it that this is just my jam. I love working with it. I know all of its secrets. And I'm a firm believer that you don't really need to spend a heck ton of money on things to make things sound good. As long as you get familiar with what you're working with, you don't need all the bells and whistles. Also, not being extremely rich means that I had to get clever. And when you're forced to get clever, that's when you start to learn things really well. And working with GarageBand for over 15 years, I think I've got a good idea of how it runs. But when I wrote this song, my laptop wasn't that powerful, so I had to make a track and export it and import it into a different project for it to run smoothly. I had to work on it bit by bit, and I'm going to show you all the final stems now. As you can see, there's drums, bass, guitars, lead synths, blah, 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 blah. Particularly proud of that. There's a bit of bass. I used a combination of synth bass and actual real bass too. These are Daniel's original guitars, and then I just recorded a heck of a bunch more over it. Like these electric guitars. And obviously the lead synth, one of my favorite things. A bunch of backing synths too, like pads and chords. Risers and filters. I went in and recorded the vocals separately on a different project. I did some backing vocals. And the final vocals. I also added a bit of a vocoder in the bridge. I then went on Procreate on my iPad and designed the cover art. So I hope you enjoyed this little insight on how I made Night Sky. It's available on all major streaming platforms.